Hi everybody, good morning. It's really early today. It's 4:30 in the morning. Why am I up so early? I keep asking myself that question over and over again. Um, my grandmother told me before she passed away that she used to only sleep 3 and 4 hours a night. Gosh, I hope that that's not my fate. But I was laying in bed for over an hour and thought, I might as well get up. I'll talk to my audience and let them know what I'm going to do today, and then later on I'll take a nap if I need to. So let's see here. Today I have a very light schedule. I'm going to be working from home. I have only one appointment. The rest of the time I'm going to be working on my workflows. I'm going to be going through my email and getting some of that cleaned out. And I'm going to be making sure that all of the applications that we have right now are moving along smoothly. Especially the applications that we're doing where there's a guaranteed issue situation, because sometimes those can be a little tricky, so we want to make sure that those go through. And then probably later on this afternoon I'll be taking a nap because obviously I didn't get much sleep last night. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about long-term care insurance. Now, I don't have an article up on my website, Medicare Quick, yet, but I plan on putting an article up about that shortly. So last week I had a woman give me a call. She found my information. I think she found it on Facebook, actually. And so she gave me a call and she said, "Can you help me? I had a stroke and I need help with long-term care, and I need to know how to get Medicare to pay for it." She said that she needed help getting in and out of her bed. She's in a wheelchair, so she needs somebody to help her in the morning get out of her bed and into her wheelchair, and then help her with some other activities of daily living. And for those of you who don't know, the activities of daily living are basically eating, helping with the restroom, that's called toileting, transferring in and out. That's what this woman needed a lot of help with, getting out of her bed and into her wheelchair. That's called transferring. Getting dressed, going, taking a shower or a bath, that's bathing, and then helping continence, going to the restroom, or if they're wearing adult diapers, then helping them get changed and things like that. So a lot of people they misunderstand, and they think that Medicare covers these things, and they don't. Medicare does not cover long-term care. So I had to tell this poor woman that I couldn't help her. Now, I did give her a couple of names of some attorneys that I work with, because although Medicare does not cover these items, Medi-Cal, which is California's version of Medicaid, can. And the nice thing about California is it's not a state where it's got hard and fast rules about your income or your assets. So that's why I always refer people to attorneys. I can't think of the name of the type of attorney right now. It's not an estate. It's a subset of estate planning. It's early. I can't remember words. If I remember the word, I'll post it down below. So anyway, there's a subset of a type of an attorney that can help you with that. And I have several that I work with. So I gave her these two names to see if they could help her qualify and get some help. But that brings us to my topic today, long-term care insurance. So I purchased long-term care insurance when I was 40. Thank goodness, because I did a search a couple of months ago to see how much it would cost. And the type of insurance that I want, which is the type that increases each year per inflation, very expensive. So I am super glad that I got my insurance when I did 10 years ago. And then when I married my husband, I added him to my policy. So thank goodness I did that. But a lot of people think that they don't need long-term care insurance, or they'll buy it later when they need it. And the problem is that you can't buy it if you need it. So if you already need help, you're not going to be able to get the insurance. They won't cover you, because they're not going to insure somebody who already is using care. If you already have, you need help getting in and out of your bed like this woman did, or if you walk with a cane, or if you need a wheelchair, or if you have, I don't know, rheumatoid arthritis, you're probably not going to be able to get it. And so you need to get it when you're young. Now, I listen to a talk show quite extensively, and this talk show host tells people to wait until their 60s. I would not wait until you're 60. And the reason is I'm only 50, and when I did my search of how much it would cost if I were to purchase it today, the plan that I wanted was over $12,000 a year. So I would not wait. Now, you don't need a plan necessarily that's $12,000 a year. I want to be real upfront with that. I'm sort of like the Cadillac plan that's going to increase and that, lasts forever. So don't think that this is going to cost $12,000 a year, because there's ways to lower the premium on that. But don't wait, because there are so many of us that are living longer and longer, and let's face it, our bodies wear out. And so eventually, chances are you're going to need help. And the question is, do you want your spouse to have to help you go to the bathroom? I don't. And to be honest with you, I don't want to think of my spouse that way either. I want to be able to have somebody else come in and do that, so that I can just focus on loving my spouse. And I don't have kids, so no one's going to help me with that when I get older. And by the way, if you have kids, do you really want to put that on them? I mean, I work with people all day long whose children are trying to manage their care, and most of us work. It's really hard for us. So if you haven't purchased long-term care insurance already, think about getting some. You can call your insurance agent. You can call me if you'd like. I'd be more than happy to do a search for you to see if I can find something that's affordable for you. But do something. Don't wait until it's too late. So I want to make sure that you're aware that there's insurance out there that you can buy, and if you get it early enough, you'll probably be able to afford it. Even in your 40s, like I did. But certainly do not wait until you're 60 to consider buying that, because you're probably not going to be able to afford it, especially here in California. And why would you need it? Well, people who come in and help with those, they're charging around $25 an hour. So add that up. If you need 24-hour care, that's a lot of money. Now, there are ways to mitigate it. So I'm involved in several groups that help people who are caregivers. And one really, really great tip is, if you're helping mom or dad, or you're helping a loved one and you have to work and you can't afford round-the-clock care, do this. Consider getting a home health or non-medical home aide to help you get them up, get them dressed, get them breakfast, and then let them drive your loved one to an adult daycare facility. Now, make sure they have insurance and that kind of thing. Let them drive and drop them off to an adult daycare facility. Many times these places are like $100 a day, a lot cheaper than spending $20 an hour. And not only that, but they're going to have socialization. You don't want your mom or dad or spouse to sit at home all day watching TV with no one to talk to. I mean, how sad is that? So get them into a senior center or a place that does adult daycare, and they'll have games that they can play. They'll have other people to talk to. A lot of times they have programs to help them with their mind. They'll get a meal, and it's a lot less expensive than having an individual one-on-one, and a lot more fun too. So consider that. So thanks so much for listening. This is Kathy Klein with Medicare Quick, and until next time.